Welcome to the TUE Brew Review. This week we are checking out Beer for Hoops. This is from Off Color Brewing Company out of Chicago, and this is a cream ale with peach puree and vanilla beans. Off Color Brewing, they make phenomenal beers. Several Belgian style beers that I love, but they also have this Beer 4 series. So they've made a variety of different beer styles to enjoy in certain sporting events or with certain foods. They have beer for hoops, beer for huddles, beer for lounging, beer for tacos, beer for top shelf, beer for pizza, and I think the list goes on. So this one we're going to check out because we are at the doorstep of March Madness, the annual NCAA college basketball tournament for men and women. So this will be a good one to try. So again, this beer, again, a cream ale with peach and vanilla. And so that's a take on the origins of basketball when James Naismith from the YMCA back in, the late 19th century, hung a couple of peach baskets up and invented the game of basketball. So let's go ahead and get into this. You can always tell an off-color brewing company can because they're black and white with kind of the mouse sketches on the label. So always love their interesting labels. Another thing I really enjoy about Off Color's labeling is they put great information on the label in terms of the ingredients. They really break it down. So 5% ABV, but they give you the malt bill. So 2-row, some flaked barley, caramel malts, dextrin malt, flaked oats. So a lot of times cream ale might have a little bit of corn in it. This does not, but it has dextrin malt. So that's going to give you that kind of a corn-like flavor. If you've ever had like sweet cream corn, that's kind of the flavor profile or the sweetness that you'll find in a cream ale. And the flaked oats should probably give it a little bit of like head retention and body. And then we also have in the hop additions, we have Nugget, which is a classic alpha acid boiling hop. And then we have Lotus and Grüngeist. I think Grüngeist is like a tropical aromatic and flavored hop. So maybe that's where they're getting the peach. And Lotus, I have heard that is a hop that is used as a finishing hop after the boil to give some vanilla and citrus or aromas and flavor. Then secret ingredients, we've got peach puree and vanilla beans. So let's go ahead and tackle this guy. So in the pour, we do have a nice, mostly like a light amber deep gold with just a little hint of orange amber in there. So it's got, you can tell it's got maybe a little bit of peach character in it because I am getting a little bit of an orange hue, and it's got a really nice, frothy, sticky, beautiful head retention. And again, those flaked oats really help with the head retention. Aromatics, yeah, getting not profound, but definitely getting a whiff of the vanilla and a little bit of the peach, but it's more of the vanilla. Also getting a lot of the grainy notes, so I am getting that maltiness in the notes. So it's letting you know that it's very much a beer. Cheers. So interesting. It's got the tang of the peach. Got maybe a little bit more of I don't want to call it sour, but I thought maybe it might be a little bit sweeter. But you kind of got that tanginess of the peach. Don't get too much of the vanilla. The vanilla is kind of lost in the shuffle a little bit. I'm actually getting a pretty significant, for the style, significant hop bite. This tends to be a low hop beer. This tends to be a cream ale, is kind of a pseudo lager, so it's going to be somewhat crisp and refreshing. This has a little bit more of a hop bite to it. Now, in the second drink, as my palate becomes more acclimated to the hops, I am getting a little bit more of the peach character. Not overly sweet, which actually I like. Sometimes with these fruited beers, they can go over the top a little bit in terms of their sweetness. But this is very much a beer with just a little hit of peach in it. And it actually dries out quite nicely in the finish, and a cream ale should. So this has all the earmarks of what I would expect from an American cream ale. Maybe just a touch more of the peach and vanilla character, especially the vanilla. I feel like that kind of gets lost in the shuffle with this. But otherwise, the peach and vanilla flavors, they're subtle. But again, it's a very well-made beer. So glad I checked it out. If you get a chance and when you're watching the March Madness, crack open a Beer for Hoops from Off Color Brewing Company. Good luck with your brackets. Cheers.